Ladies and gentlemen, looks like it is time for Animal Crossing by Tutelarfiber7, all debts. So, give it up.
Nintendo.
Up.
Hello? Am I live? Alright, hello everyone. I'm Tutelarfiber7. Gonna be doing a Animal Crossing all debts run for you. Just gonna realize how close to real life this is, because we have to get through crippling debt from a big loan from this Tom Nook. So yeah, do I just do the countdown?
Nintendo.
I assume I'll just count down whenever I'm ready. Alright. So we're starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So right here, whenever you start a new game, KK Slider is gonna just ask if you're ready to go. So mashing in this game is kind of tiring. You can mash A and B to close the text box, and pressing B at least once will speed the text up in that text box. So we gotta confirm here that we have our date set. And we want to choose the first option to all of Rover's questions. Because if we don't, then he's just gonna talk about how we're rude and thought there were nicer people in this world. Also, I had to name myself and the town ! Because later I'll be using Nook codes, and they're based off the player name and town name. Right here is also the fastest text in the game, and I wish this was all the text in the game. Hope everyone's doing well. So we got a line over here saying we have enough money to buy this house, when really all we have is 1,000 bells. So it doesn't matter what option we choose here for Tom Nook, it gives the same response. Generally we want to choose the top left or top right house. It's faster depending on where Tom Nook's shop is, but we won't know that until after we choose the house, so I always just choose top left. We have to choose the first option for both his questions here. We have to go back into the house and come back out, because apparently we weren't satisfied. And now Tom Nook is going to go on a very long explanation on how we can't go around stealing items from other people's houses and make sure to use the gyroid, which is the fire hydrant looking thing next to our house, to save before turning the game off. Because if you don't, you're gonna get visited by an angry mole who would just yell at you. So after that, we finally let him realize that we only have 1,000 bells. So he says that we can work at his shop for a very under minimum wage rate. Also, his shop is an A2. That's really good. That's a good start. I check the map here. Oh, this is actually a good map. Normally, you would reset for good maps. Good maps tending to be that Nook Shop and the post office are either in A2 and A4. And that's what I got. So before I have to go to Tom Nook, I'm gonna talk to every villager to introduce myself. And I have to also talk to Tortimer. The reason I'm doing this now is because Tom Nook is I think the second chore he makes me do is he won't even let me do it until I've talked to everyone, so I just get this out of the way now. This way. So this is a very RNG heavy game. Like, every town, the villagers in it, the places that they're gonna be, just anything you can think of is just gonna be random every time. I've never had this villager before. Only got one more villager to talk to. And now I have to head to Tom Nook's shop to work for him, which is called the chores segment. This chores segment involves 3 deliveries, and we're hoping that wherever we have to deliver to is just going to be the closest villager possible. First I gotta change into my work uniform. And he wants me to plant some flowers and trees around his house and some nice arrangement, but I'm just gonna put them wherever I want. Gain in C2. That's a close villager. That's good. There's 2 in C2, and I'm not sure which one it is. Are you Jane? Nice. So whenever you deliver the furniture and later a carpet, they'll give you one back. And I was actually doing a couple 100% runs recently. And you just take whatever items you can get, because whatever items you don't get later in the game, you have to just keep entering codes for, and it gets really annoying. So that's a good start to our chore RNG. Next we have to send a letter to one of the villagers, which eventually we'll have to deliver an axe to them. It's gonna be Quetzal, who is also close. That's good. Good thing we don't have to say anything to him. So he says that we took too long, and he's gonna dock our pay, but then he has nothing for us to do anyway. So now I have to go talk to a villager and ask him for something to do. And it's random if they have something or not. I'd rather them not have something because that's faster, but if they do have something, I'm just gonna tell them no, I don't want to do it. And that's it. That's all I have to do. I don't even have to do what they want. Thing is close as well. Alright. I got really good villager chore RNG. And a good town. Bang, where are you? Hey Star, thank you for the good luck. So now my last delivery is just going to be the axe to Quetzal, who I sent the letter to. And then I'll have one more chore, and I'll be done with the chores. Quetzal should be over here. Yep. Alright, now I have one more chore. It's just to write an ad on the town bulletin board. But just like the letter, I don't have to write anything. I just gotta go over there and interact with it. And then I'm done with my chores. Now I'm basically fired. He's telling me I have to find my own way to pay back my debts. So right away I'm gonna go back in and get some items through some nook codes here. So how nook codes work is normally you're supposed to get these codes by sharing them with a friend, and they'll be able to get one of your items. But they're always the same. I'm basically my own friend, it's okay. So now I'm gonna set up a duplication glitch. I have to get this on a certain pixel, that might work. Nope. That was way too early. Late. Late. So what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to land on a certain pixel where the table will spawn under me, and the game won't know what to do, so it'll just shove me to the right, or to the left, but preferably to the right, but there's a shirt there. So instead, it's gonna put me on top of the shirt, and now I'm on top of the table. So now I'm going to put the autumn metal on top of the table, pick up the table, put the tape deck on top of the autumn metal. And now I've got infinite autumn metals. Oh, I didn't do that. So I'm gonna sell these autumn metals. And now I can pay off my first debt. And the rest of this run is basically going to be grab autumn metals, sell them to Tom Nook, go to the post office, pay off my debt, and repeat. So the first upgrade to my house that he's making me do is he's just gonna make the first floor a little bit bigger. And it's gonna take some time for him to build the house. So every time we pay off a debt, we're gonna have to time travel. Once they're done saving, it's a little bit faster just to manually reset. I think it saves a couple seconds each time. And I gotta be careful here not to overmash. Because it's awkward just to even change the date in this game. Because as soon as I say I'm ready to go, I can't change the date anymore and I have to reset again. So now my house should be bigger. I didn't want to do that yet. This is okay. So we have to come back here, and Tom Nook's gonna tell us about the Happy Room Academy. Which we have to tell him that we know what to do, or he'll give us quite a long explanation. We have to re-enter for him to tell us about our next debt. It's the only time that we have to enter his shop twice for that. So 148,000 bells is a big jump from, what was it, 17,800. So I need to order these 2 tape decks because I'm going to be setting up 2 more of these duplication glitches so I can just get 3 medals at a time. Also, I totally wasn't supposed to do that before my save and quit. And I totally don't have to save and quit again to fix this. So I'm using a 1019 block memory card. There are 3 different size memory cards for GameCubes. 1019 being the biggest. There's, I think, 59 and 251 as well. And the initial save is much faster with the 1019 block. I think it's a difference of 10 seconds versus 30 seconds. So right here we have a blast off glitch. So we're gonna go under that tape deck, which is not supposed to be there, and it pushes us above it again. Grab this tape, or grab the auto metal from the air there. Just drop it here. And now I have to rearrange this. Oh, come on. Push. Okay, I do not need these items anymore. So I can grab 15 of these in one trip. What a normal game acting completely as intended, yep. Got one more trip in here. Yep. Once again, I have to sell the autumn metals. Nice thing is you can just choose one of them, and he'll ask if you want to sell all of them. What's up, Sea Rabbit? Now we got 2 debts paid off. Now he's going to ask us if we want a bigger house or a basement. We're going to be choosing a basement because it's cheaper. And then we don't have to actually walk outside anymore to respawn the autumn metals. It's a lot quicker just to go in and out of our basement. Put these here. Yeah, it is. So now our basement should be done. Also, there's a fishing tournament going on. I'm gonna turn that. So now we can just go in and out of the basement to get all the metals. Something really bad that can happen is I can accidentally pick up a tape deck after I've picked up the auto metal off of it. And then I have to redo the duplication glitch for that tape deck. Which I have to go back outside and grab my table. So, I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Oh, I was not counting. There's another kind of duplication glitch you can do with the bank. It requires you to... Hold on. Travel to a different town. Which you need a second memory card for. So if you travel to a different town, reload the game, and take out that second memory card which has your travel data, you'll come back to your town, but your character's face will turn into a gyroid face. And whatever you do from the bank, like if I take out 1.5 million bells from the bank and drop them on the ground, and then come back afterwards and put the second memory card back in, all that money will be on the ground, and the 1.5 million bells that I took out of the bank will still be there. So I'm basically duplicating everything that's in my bank. So now he's forcing us to have another upgrade to our house. Which beforehand... Oops, I wanna... I can do this. Next to his shop later. Yeah, it is kind of scary.
Nintendo.
So I wanted to drop this money up here. Because I can't put it all in my wallet. I'll pick it up later. So I need to readjust these. Because once again, my house is just a little bit bigger. Also, we get to hear the best music in the game, which is the rain music. So this upgrade is costing us 398,000 bells. We don't have enough on us yet, but the money we dropped earlier will give us enough. I didn't want to mail a letter. So now we are on our 4th debt. We just have one more upgrade, one more debt to pay, and it is the largest debt. I think it's 798,000. So this final debt is going to take more than one trip. It's going to take about 3.5 trips to get all that money. In total, I think it's 54 autumn medals. But this is the last save and quit we do. Last time travel. Still raining, PogChamp. And now we have a second floor to our house. It's the final time he's going to tell us about how much he's ripping us off. But we still need to visit him 3 more times. Sure he is, sure. Need to drop these money bags to pick up later so I can grab 15. All the medals again. Last time I need to worry about dropping and picking up money bags. Yeah, let me just remodel your house without giving you a choice. At least he doesn't charge interest. Well, that's 15. Alright. Gotta pick up all these bags. Make my first deposit into the bank. Which is also at the post office. It's got 2 more trips. Too slow. Yeah, let's not give him any ideas. Animal Crossing 2019. Now including interest. Thank you for the bless yous. Alright, just gotta grab 9 more medals. I think. I hope. Please. Alright, time is about to come up. As soon as I raise my fist in the air after the final debt has been paid. I I made such a long estimate because I didn't expect this good luck. And time. That's all the debts paid. $43.59, nice. Thank you for the GGs. I'm not sure what's coming up next, but the one after the next run, I'll be doing another run. Be doing off, but make sure to stick around in general, donate for the cause, and enjoy the rest of the marathon. Thank you, everyone.
Well, what an absolutely fantastic run from Tutelarfiber7 there. Animal Crossing All Debts. Coming up next, we have Bayonetta 2. Oh, jeez. I just heard myself on the stream. And coming up next, we have Bayonetta 2 Any Percent First Climax by Count Gooby, followed by Off Any Percent, once again by Tutelarfiber7, and then Darkest Dungeon, the world's most depressing game, by Commander.